Hey there, thanks so much for stopping by my channel again. Today I wanted to go over, I was looking at some of my old coloring books that I haven't touched in like years, and ran across this one. Star Trek, the coloring book. Now this was published in 2016 by Dark Horse, and mostly known for their comic books. And Dark Horse has published a bunch of other ones. Most recently they've published an Avatar coloring book, a Legend of Korra coloring book, a couple of Junji Ito coloring books? Huh? Anyway, let's go over here and take a look at it. Okay, here's the book. So let's go ahead and start flipping through it. As you can, they have 5 artists listed here. And it's all one side of the page. I initially tried, when I first bought these, I initially tried it with some pencils. As you can see, the shading is not good because I was just getting started. Had a lot of trouble with these. I believe are Prismacolors, and they are just not sitting right on this paper. And I don't know if it's me or not because I haven't touched this book in a very long time. But let's go ahead and flip through, and then maybe I'll try it with some of my ChromaFlows. So we've got some very classic Star Trek moments in here. And then they'll have like a little quote from whatever episode it is. But they don't really say which episode it is. You kind of have to know. Like, I know that one's the Man Trap, just because that's the Salt vampire character. That's the Naked Time. See, and I tried again here, and I don't remember what pencils I was using there. I think those were some Lyra skin tone pencils that I had. Romulans. The art is okay. It's not bad. Again, they sometimes put some black in here, which I'm not real fond of. It's like, you know, I can if I wanted it black, I would make it black. Don't tell me that that part has to be black. Same thing with this weird shading. I don't like it when they do that. See, more black and more shading. And whoever does this particular artist, I'm not particularly fond of, just because it's going to be very difficult to get into some of these areas, and then they're not real clear as to what they are. That was a fun episode. See, to me, this is a decent page, because even though you've got a lot of extra detail in here, you don't need to hold to it, because it's wood, it's stone, you know, you don't have to worry about getting into these little tiny spaces. The Gorn is also very well drawn. There's lots of open space that you can do some work in, some detailed areas. This is not a bad page. Space Seed. Again here, where they put in a bunch of shading for you, and I'm like, don't do that. Devil in the Dark. Again, see what the weird... You know, it's like, oh, well, you should shade this area, so I'm going to mark the area that's supposed to be shaded and leave you to color it in. I don't care for that. Here again, we've got a lot of extra shading. It's like, guys. So that's probably why I haven't looked at this book in so long. Is it's got some issues with the way that they've set up the art to the point where it's kind of constricting me as a colorist. Cat's Paw. And I really don't know how good this paper is, to be perfectly honest. Like I said, it was a while ago when I tried it with those other pencils, and it didn't seem to work very well. Oh yeah, the Planet Smasher, that was good. The Changeling. And look at his hair here. This is just not very good. I don't know what to do with that. Okay, the Changeling. Mirror, Mirror. Trouble with Tribbles. Tribbles! The generic page. Okay, so I'm going to take a pencil. This is for ChromaFlow. I need to sharpen it first. Yes, I use an electric sharpener. Now this is a ChromaFlow pencil by Derwent. This is a wax-based pencil, much like a Prismacolor. So let's, And it's close enough. It's not completely correct with what the yellow shirts of these characters should be, but I can give it a little bit of a, it would probably work well as a, see, that part's black, just something that I could then come in with another pencil to shade it better. Thing, just make this sort of like the edge darker color. And so far with this paper, it's not bad. This is on the level of a Creative Haven book, I would say. I would have to spend a lot more time on this. Maybe I'll do that and post some photos in my community page. But it's laying down color reasonably well, but I do have to work a little bit. And normally the ChromaFlow pencils that I use are not as difficult to use as other colors. See, that's the one I was using was Mango. This is Amber Gold. I picked up these recently at Dick Blick. They were on sale, and I'm always intrigued by other pencils. Trying to get the correct gold color. These two are actually really close in their saturation. Now this is coming down pretty well. I'm still seeing some stroke pencils, or stroke marks from the pencils, but altogether not so bad. I think if I spent a little more time on it with these pencils and then maybe went over it with some of my polychromos, I could get some decent shading. I'm going to do that. So here we go. Not altogether bad. I think the paper quality could be better, but that's what it is. Let me go to give you some final thoughts here. Okay, so that's the Star Trek coloring book. This should be still in print, I think. If not, it should be relatively easy to find. So if you're looking for some Star Trek coloring and you really wanted a page to do that, this has some good art in it. Some that's not so great. Some of it where they actually provide shading or cross-hatching or black areas. So if that bothers you, you probably want to skip this particular book. I may come back to it once or twice, but I don't think I'm probably going to spend a whole lot of time in this one in the future. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending any amount of time here watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.